need now. Swim 12, playing a fish. Had a bit of a torrid time so far, didn't get off to the best of starts. Tactics certainly seem to be paying off now. That's a surprise there, just see his lead coming out of the water and it looks like he's just picked that one up on a zig rig. There's been a few guys tried on the zigs around the pond, but nobody so far has had any success. Ryan up here quite quietly on his own, just working away. You see that lead bouncing round, that can very easily shake the hook out, so there's a reason why Ryan is playing this fish very, very carefully. It looks a good fish there. Looks towards, if not over 20 pounds. It's just on the surface. He's got that tree above him, which is going to cause a difficulty. But the net's there, it's coming in. And it's there, it's in the net, and he's going to be over the moon to get that one in. After a couple of losses, it's always very, very nice to land a fish. And there we go.
21.14, I'd say.
Well, here's the fish that we've just seen being landed. We thought it was going to be 20 pounds plus. It's 21 pounds 14 ounces. So a decent carp there. Here we are, the first fish to be caught, the second one to be weighed. Is that 20 pound or is that 19 pound 15? Let's have the steward's inquiry.
19.15.
19 pound 15 is the call on that one. So 19 pound 15 and 21 pound 4. That's two very good fish, and that will rocket Ryan up the scoreboard. And if he carries on like this, he will be challenging for the lead at some stage later on this evening. Well, Ryan, not the best of starts, a few catastrophes, but you're pulling it out of the bag now. That's two very good fish on the bank very quickly.
Yes, mate. Well, it's only halfway through the competition. There's a lot of good anglers, as you know. I've just got to keep on the ball. I've lost, like you say, I've lost 6 or 7 now. Just got to keep at it, just keep working. I've worked the swim, I've had a couple of fish, let's hope we can get some more.
Well, there's food out there, there's fish out there, and there's bites happening.
There's plenty of food.
So you're, interestingly, up in the water. A lot of people are down on the bottom now. We're not going to go and tell tales on you, but it certainly seems to be a good tactic, and I did see your zig rig earlier. It looks a little special one.
Ah, well, I can't. I'll show you at the end if you want, if you want to know what it is. But I have been using it for a few months, well, say about 4 or 5 months now, and I've been doing quite well, I think. So
yeah, adds a nice
stick to what you know.
Nice little bit of activity to it. Are you going to stay up, or are you going to go down as it gets dark?
Probably a bit of both. See how we go.
Oh, inquiry there. Away, right, there we go. You are away. So there we have it. Look, what can we say? Action stations. One little indication first, and then wallop, off it goes. Well, good team effort going on in this swim at the moment as Ryan's playing this fish in. His runner, George Jonker, is currently getting the next rod ready. They're maximising their fishing time. George himself is an incredibly capable angler, caught a lot of big fish. Won the World Carp Classic in the past. Great to have as a wingman on an event like this. The fish really pulling round to the right-hand side now. It's up in the water, it's over the top of his other 2 lines, but it's a very fraught time. It looks, has that one come off?
I think it might have come off.
It looks like that one has come off. It belted around to the right very, very quickly there. And that's a disappointment, but it is unfortunately one of the problems with fishing zig rigs and powerful fish like this. They're flying off. And interestingly, that one wasn't on a zig, so he's having them on the top and the bottom as well. Yeah.
It's a mini zig.
Back with Ryan now, a man that we left not 15 minutes ago. This part of the pond is absolutely on fire at the moment, and the boys are making hay while the sun shines. It's been a reasonable stamp of fish for Ryan. The last 2 fish, one was just over 20, one was an ounce under.
I didn't.
Bit of pandemonium there as one fish was being played. One of the other rods rattled off, so a double take. One fish being weighed at the moment, one fish sitting in the landing net waiting to be weighed, one on the line on the way in hoping to be weighed. You'll notice he's playing it very, very steadily, rod tip down, close to the water, just leading that fish in, not putting too much pressure on it. That's the risk of hook pulls, but if you can get those fish coming towards you and just gradually and gently lead them in, there's less chance of that fish trying to pull the other way. He's only got one rod fishing at the moment, just hasn't had the opportunity to get the other two back out there. This is a tricky situation now because that lead is causing a big angle between him and the fish. It's far enough away at the moment not to cause too much bother, but he's got to be careful as that lead slides down the line that it doesn't jerk and cause a problem there. But there we have it. And unfortunately, it's done what it shouldn't do, and it's fallen off. Difficult times there. That was a long battle. It was always a tricky one if you haven't got direct contact with it straight away. We've heard that Ryan Need, just up on the bank up here, he's caught one of the biggest fish in the lake, just over 37. We've had carp lost. We've had carp hooked into other carp. We've had tangles, and this rig here is an indication of what's going on the banks. It really is carnage. There's tapes all over the place, there's rigs caught up, but it is proving to be an awesome battle. Ryan Need's excellent spell of action rocketed him up to the top of the leaderboard from nowhere, putting him some 55 pounds ahead of early leader Mark Foster. Lower down the table, both Stamp and Mansford were starting a charge, whilst the early leaders were waiting for their chance. Just looking across the pond there at Ryan Need into yet another fish. Landing net's at the ready. It looks like it's in. He's got it there. George just ready to take the net off him. Marshall coming down and grabbing the weighing equipment. And the action continues on the far side of the lake. The expected night of action occurred, but mainly for the leader Ryan Need. £60 added to his tally made him untouchable, but Mark Foster at the other end of the lake added 3 fish through the night to regain second place. Elsewhere, it was a repeat of the previous day, with just the odd consolation carp being caught for honour. Well, it's the final morning, and if I look cold, it is, trust me, because I am cold. It's freezing. In fact, it dropped below freezing last night, and that had an effect on the carp. But there were 1 or 2 caught, and there has been a bit of a change towards the top. I've got Chris Bones with me now. Chris, interesting night. We thought there might be a race coming through, but it didn't really materialise.
It didn't, mate. No, that temperature dropped very quickly, and not a lot came out, to be honest with you, mate. We had 3 fish come to Mark Foster, and we've had 1 fish come this morning to Willow Flynn. That's it. So obviously you can see it didn't fish like it did the first night. So that has bumped Mark Foster up into second place, which he's going to be really happy about.
Absolutely. Well, the thing is, there's only a little over an hour on the clock now. So Ryan Need, he looks like he's got it. Yesterday there was virtually nothing out in the course of the day. He had a brilliant afternoon. Everybody's had a bit of a tough night, but I reckon Ryan's got it in the bag now.
Yeah, I can't see anybody really catching him, Rob, but there's only an hour left of the competition, like you said, and the way the lake has fished through the night, I can't see that sort of amount of fish coming out this morning. But you never know, stranger things have happened. We'll have to wait until that final hooter goes and we'll have a look then.
Well, there we are. The mists are hopefully lifting. It looks like it's going to be a bright blue sky day. That yesterday signified no fish through the course of the morning. It's probably going to be the same. We think it's Ryan Need. Well, here we are, the end of the competition is now upon us, and I've managed to drag the main man out of his swim. That's it, Ryan. We can announce, firstly, congratulations.
Cheers.
You are now the new UK Carp Cup champion. How does that feel?
I don't know, Rob, to be honest. You know, something just happened. I've just been, doing me fishing and whatever. And just probably all soaking when I get home.
You're a typical Brummy, you are. You're just dead calm and still all the way
just
through.
taking my stride.
Yeah, fair dues. Nothing really phases us, ups and downs. But that was a great competition, very well fished. Let's get George in as well. George, come on, come and shake your man's hand.
Nice one, son.
There it is. Brilliant team effort from these two. It has been a fantastic event. Just talk us through some of the highs and lows on that.
First of all, bust my spud rod. Lost 8 fish.
Not a good start.
Not a good start at all. My head was gone. I just got it together on the Saturday, seen a few fish move in and just got on top of them, just relentlessly just got on them. Like,
Well,
as you
yesterday
do.
was mad, wasn't it, in the afternoon?
Yeah, well, I caught most of them fish in 4 hours.
Yeah.
So,
3 takes at once at one stage?
Yeah. You know, it's just, I can't believe it, to be honest. It's nice to, you know, to win for a change.
Yeah, well, just take a moment to think that now you're in the history books. You know, this is a big event. You're the second name on that list. It's a great place to be. So, you know, something to think about there. What does
I'm
that
well
mean?
chuffed. Like I say, I ain't really sunk in yet, though, you know what I mean? It's only a few minutes ago, but it'll sink in the next few weeks, I'm sure. Like. So I just want to get home, see the missus, just celebrate.
You guys have had a cracking weekend. We've had some great fish caught. 3rd place with 11 fish for £148, 13 ounces. Jack Stamp. Finishing off with 9 fish for £165, 14 ounces. 2nd place this year, Mark Foster. He took 12 fish for £227, 11 ounces, including that fish of 37. What can I say but well done, Ryan Need.
Cause you know the vibe is what you make it. Shake your body.